Bears fans, it's no secret that this season has been a roller coaster. We've seen glimpses of potential greatness, but we're also facing challenges in some key areas. The next month could very well decide if the Bears are ready to make a playoff push, or if we'll continue the rebuilding process under our new quarterback, Caleb Williams. One thing's for sure, Ryan Poles isn't afraid to make bold moves. Remember last year? He brought in Montez Sweat to bolster the defense and made some tough calls like trading away Roquan Smith and Robert Quinn. Poles isn't shy about shaking things up if it means improving the team. As we head into the trade deadline, Poles might be looking for reinforcements to give this team the playoff boost we need. If you, like me, believe that we are about to experience a great turnaround for the Bears and want to continue following all the news, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive into some potential targets that could help us out, especially where we need it most, the offensive line. Poles has always been cautious with short-term fixes, preferring moves that help in the long run. So any trade we see is likely to benefit the Bears beyond this season. Let's look at a few names that could potentially be on Poles' radar. First up, Zack Martin from the Dallas Cowboys. He's one of the best offensive linemen in the game, a perennial Pro Bowler, but he's also 34 and nearing the end of his contract. If the Bears are serious about making a playoff push, Martin could offer immediate protection for Williams. But it would be a short-term solution, and it's hard to say if Jerry Jones would let him go unless the Cowboys are out of playoff contention. Still, Martin's presence could be exactly what we need to keep our offense humming. Another possibility is Wyatt Teller from the Cleveland Browns. Teller is younger at 30, and while he's currently on injured reserve, he could return just in time for the trade deadline. He's a physical force who would instantly upgrade the interior of our offensive line, giving Williams more time to make plays. If the Browns are looking to rebuild or cut costs, Teller might be a more affordable option than Martin, and his toughness could make a big difference for us. Lastly, there's Austin Corbett from the Carolina Panthers. He's versatile, having played both guard and center, and while he'll be a free agent at the end of the season, he could be a great rental for us. At 30, he still has a few good years left and has been reliable throughout his career. If the Panthers are in sell mode, Corbett could come at a reasonable price, providing much-needed stability for our offensive line. So, Bears fans, what do you think? Should Ryan Poles make a bold move to bring in one of these guys and solidify our line for a playoff run? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest updates. As we move closer to the trade deadline, the pressure is on for Ryan Poles to make decisions that could define not just the remainder of this season, but also the future of the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams is a franchise quarterback in the making, but no quarterback can thrive without solid protection. Poles knows this, and the offensive line is clearly where the most immediate improvements can be made. Whether it's targeting a veteran like Zack Martin for a playoff push, or going after a younger option like Wyatt Teller or Austin Corbett for more stability and longevity, these moves could reshape our season. Beyond just improving protection, upgrading the offensive line would also open up more opportunities for our running game, which has struggled to find consistency. A strong running game is crucial, especially for a rookie quarterback who's still finding his rhythm in the NFL. If we can establish that, it takes a lot of pressure off Caleb Williams, allowing him to play more freely and confidently. And let's be honest, Bears fans, we've seen how dangerous Williams can be when he's got time and space to operate. Imagine what he could do with a reliable O-line in front of him. Now, let's not overlook the fact that Poles has always been strategic about trades. He's not the type to throw away future assets for a quick fix. But with the Bears on the cusp of a potential playoff run, this could be the perfect time for a calculated risk. Adding the right piece could take this team to the next level, not just for this season, but for seasons to come. One other thing to keep in mind is how these potential trades could affect our cap space and future draft picks. Poles will likely be looking for deals that make sense financially and won't cripple the team's ability to continue building in the coming years. So while trading for a player like Zack Martin might be tempting, Poles will have to weigh the long-term benefits against the immediate impact. Bears fans, this is an exciting time. The team is showing real potential, and with a few key moves, we could be looking at a playoff appearance much sooner than many expected. But whether or not Poles decides to pull the trigger on a big trade, one thing is certain: the future is bright for this team. As a Bears fan, I feel this moment is decisive for the team's future. The arrival of Caleb Williams brought a breath of hope, but it is clear that he needs more protection to show his full potential. Our offensive line has been the weak point, and honestly, we can't expect a quarterback, no matter how talented, to be able to carry the team on his back if he's constantly under pressure. I believe Ryan Poles has done an interesting job so far, being bold when necessary and making difficult decisions with an eye on the future. But as a fan, I see a real opportunity to improve now. If we want this season to have a positive outcome, a smart change could be what's needed to put the team on the right path. Players like Zach Martin or Wyatt Teller could transform our offense, not only giving Caleb more time to throw the ball, but also helping to establish a consistent ground game, something that has been lacking. That said, I also understand the concern for the future and the importance of not compromising our salary flexibility or youth development. But, in my opinion, we can't ignore the fact that we have a chance to fight for something bigger this season. Caleb is young, and so is the core of the team, but this window of opportunity could close quickly if we don't act now. So as a fan, I would like to see Poles make a bold move. An experienced player like Martin would bring an immediate change. He may not be the long-term solution, but he would be the boost we need to fight for a playoff spot and, who knows, start a new era of success for the Bears.